Hey guys, Callie from Lashes and Rouge. I just got a brand new brush set from mybrushset.com. Came in this adorable little bag, and as part of getting this brush set for free, I have to do a video review of me using the brushes. So that's what this is going to be. I wanted to kind of show you some of my new favorite products because I picked up a few over the past few weeks. And one of them is from Rimmel London, and I'm going to be using this today. It's their BB cream. Oops, sorry, I got other products in my hand. The BB cream in Radiance, and this one has SPF 20 sunscreen in it, so I feel really good about using this, especially since I'm getting outside more and going swimming and things like that with my toddler. And apparently it's a 9-in-1 skin perfecting super makeup. Let's see, it primes, smooths, conceals, helps minimize the appearance of pores, provides natural looking coverage, moisturizes for 24 hours, awakens tired skin, brightens the skin with vitamin C complex, and 9 gives a radiant finish. So I already have my eyebrows done, and I do have some mascara on this from this morning because I went to the library and I didn't feel like wearing nothing, so I just put on a little bit. But I do have my primer on now, and I am going to put on the rest of my face, including using these new brushes, and I want to show them to you real quick before I get started. They are oval brushes. I've never actually used these before. It's, I'm not even sure how to describe it. They kind of feel like velvet, and they're really firm. Like, they're really thick, and there's not a lot of give on the brush, so we'll have to see how that goes with applying powder. That's the biggest one, and there's these 3. They all are about the same, a little tiny bit softer than the big one, but I think the fibers are just as dense. And it is a 10 brush set, so I would assume that this medium, or this smallish size larger brush, is a concealer brush. And then there's these, which I would assume are for the eyes. I'm going to use them for the eyes anyway. So, yeah. These are oval brushes. If any of you guys have ever used oval brushes, let me know. And especially if you've ever used any brush sets from my makeup brush set, mybrushset.com. Alright, I'm going to get started, and as usual, I will clip back my bangs because I don't want them to get in the way of my makeup. Now when I use this BB cream, and by the way, BB stands for Beauty Balm, I'll only use about that much, maybe just a little bit more. We'll see how much coverage I want today. And another tip, but I don't know if I've ever talked about this before, I usually wear a nose ring, and I always take it out before I apply my makeup because I don't want it to get all encrusted with any foundation or powder. So, it's out for now. I'm going to put this on pretty quick. I just got this stuff last week, and I really like it. I've really gotten into using beauty balms for summertime because it's, first off, they're rather light and refreshing, and in the summertime with the heat, I feel like I don't need as much coverage, and nor do I want it because my skin just gets super oily and not very pleasant. You want to make sure when you're putting on any foundation or anything, you blend all the way up to the hairline so that there's no visible lines. I'll go back with a brush and kind of even that out a little bit as well. Or my fingers. Like I said, I don't want much of a coverage. I just want it to stay nice and clean. And I do put stuff over my lips now because it helps any sort of lipstick I decide to wear stick. excuse me. Alright, I'm going to use, let's see here, I'm going to use the third size brush and kind of buff things in. I like this. It's like I definitely feel like velvet. I was a little bit unsure, sorry, about the quality of these brushes, but they actually don't seem bad. I'm pleasantly surprised. Alright. That's done. Now I'm going to do my eyes, and one of the things that I've started doing recently is using an eyeshadow powder for my eyeliner, which means I'll take my favorite palette from Urban Decay. This is their Shadow Box. Yes. And I'll take this color, which is Blackout, to use as a liner. And I'm going to be using this brush because it's nice and thin at the tip. I usually do my eyes before I put on my foundation, but I forgot this time. I'll take the brush that I used for blending in my foundation to kind of clean that up. As you can see, got some nice liner there actually. I actually like this brush a lot. It's not quite as firm as the one brush that I use to apply powder liner. I use this one and it's pretty stiff. So it's a little bit easier to apply, but this one just got right into the crease and smudged up the powder that I really like. Alright, now for the other eye. This has some nice smudging power. I really like this brush a lot. I didn't think I would. Actually, the jury was out, so I wasn't sure. Okay, there's that. I did forget, I haven't been wearing eyeshadow on my eyes for a while because it's summertime. I like to just do a really nice light look. I forgot my primer. You only need this much for both eyes because a tiny bit of this stuff goes a lot. It goes a long way. Because I'm using an eyeshadow for an eyeliner, it actually stays on a lot longer and creates a much softer look. I may go back in with the brush and add in some more liner. Okay, I am going to use, let's see here. They look to be, one's a blender and one's, oh, okay. So this brush here is flat, this one is rounded. I was trying to figure out what the difference is because they're roughly the same size. I'm going to use the rounded one. What kind of look do I want to do today? Alright, this is one look that I've been doing frequently when I do wear eyeshadow. I'm going to use this gold, let's see, where is it? Right here. This gold, and the brown, and then the blue as an accent. So I'm going to first get the gold and brush it on. The brush is not as flexible as I would wish it, but it's not bad. It's just not my favorite actually, but it does pack on the powder quite well. Hey, so hooded eye people, here's a trick for you. I found this in another YouTube video, and I will have to see if I can link to it because it was very, very helpful. When you're doing, I'm going to use this brush. This is a thin one, but it's long. I'm going to go into the brown right here. When you're using, or when you have hooded eyes, open your eyes and draw a line from your pupil and go straight out, especially if you have hooded eyes and downturn, which is, I kind of have that. Actually mine are pretty straight, but take a line and just go straight across, and then you're going to fill it in as well as drawing another line up from the corner like that, and then you're going to fill in that entire area. I am doing this in the camera, so it's a little bit tricky. I am very impressed with the clarity with which I am able to get lines with this brush. So by doing that, you're bringing the eye up and out, and you're creating the illusion of having, I guess, more eyelid visible. Not really sure, but it's just a helpful tip for getting your eye to kind of lift up. I'm going to get this other eye now. And not to worry, I will blend it all in. I am pleasantly surprised to see so much pigment with these brushes. I really did not expect that at all. Alright, I'm going to take, let's see here. I'm out of brushes. Okay. I'm going to take the brush that I used for eyeliner, brush it off on my wrist so I don't get any black on there. I'm going to go into the blue right there, and I'm going to just put a little bit right in the crease, because this is just kind of a nice little surprise when I close my eye or I blink. It just adds a little bit more dimension to the colors. And don't worry, again, I will blend it all in. And to blend it, well, first I'm going to take some of my highlight color and go up in here, because I don't want such a stark line. See? Blended it in a little bit. I'm going to use this small brush to just lightly blend it out. You don't want to do it too hard because you'll actually lose the colors. So there you go. I'm going to put a little bit more mascara on. Use my favorite Stila Glamour Eyes. I already have a coat of mascara on, so this might not go on very well, but just a little bit to brighten it up. If you get mascara on your already nicely done eye, Brush it off as quick as you can because otherwise it will set it. Okay, now let's see. I'm gonna put on, I'll do some bronzer. I have an e.l.f. bronzer that I've had for a while in Warm Tan. It looks like this. I'm gonna take the second largest brush, get it on there. Whoa. I am a little bit overwhelmed. Okay, so I guess the thing about these brushes, they really do grab hold of any powder you're using and makes it explode. So I guess one hint or tip I would have, make sure you're very conservative about how much you put on your brush. Okay, since I already did that, I'm going to use a finishing powder from Essence, All About Matte. It's a finishing powder and it actually is sheer or translucent. Yeah, and I just got this recently and I really like it. So a trick about putting on finishing powder, don't brush it on, pat it on, because you don't want to move all of the stuff that you already have on your face. Let's get my forehead. All right. Time for some lipstick, and I put that here. I'm going to be using Hibiscus from Crazy Rumors, and this is in color Coral. It's a really nice, I actually really like this as a lip balm. It's kind of a weird color. It looks like it in the tube, but it goes on really nice. And I'm going to use Lock from Birchbox, and this is in color Glam Life, I guess. And it's darker, but all I'm going to do is just put a tiny bit on. And it gives me just a tiny bit of color. And that's it. So that's my review of using my brush set, oval brushes. I actually highly recommend them from using them. This is the first time I've used them, and I'm impressed. They are very dense brushes, and so they actually grab the pigment of, or the powder of whatever eyeshadow or blush or any powder that you're using, and it grabs it in a way I've never seen with any other brush. Like the bronzer I put on, I usually have to get my brush really deep into the powder to even get any color out of it, but with this I actually went overboard. I didn't think it would take as much color or grab as much color as it did, and I felt like my cheek was just like glowing, and I obviously had powder on. So yeah, I highly recommend them, and thank you Makeup Brush Set, or My Brush Set, for giving me the opportunity to try these. As always, please like and follow and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on my vlog at Lashes and Rouge, and I'm also going to be trying a new technique of doing videos with Periscope. So if you're on Periscope, find me. Just look me up on Twitter at Lashes and Rouge, and I We'll be posting Periscopes on there, hopefully a little bit more more frequently than doing these video blogs or vlogs, because it's just easier to do, and I feel like I can be a little bit more relaxed when I'm doing it, and they won't be 20 minutes long because, yeah. Anyway, have a great rest of your week, guys, and thanks for watching. Bye!